look like a dork with an earphone in. Do, 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 do. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Nikki and this is That's Where She Grows. Hey baby, I know we've been together a while now and things have been going great, but there's a new man in town and he wants you. So we're gonna have to give you a haircut. So in today's episode, what we're gonna be doing is chopping this beautiful Albo Monstera. We're going to be taking off the top two leaves so that we can give it to my good buddy who wants him. He's coming out from Toronto tomorrow. So come and pick this up. We are doing a trade. So keep an eye out for that. I will show what I'm getting in trade for my Albo. I'm so excited. I can't wait to meet him. We vibe, good people. I will let you know tomorrow. But, well, my tomorrow, maybe not your tomorrow. But, so what we're going to be doing today, we have this beautiful Albo, which has 4 leaves. And as you can see here, we have a beautiful aerial root that goes out to here. So we're going to actually chop this. There's the aerial root plus another node. So we're going to cut just below that node. So we have these 2 beautiful leaves that are going to go to my buddy, as well as the aerial root, which is actually rooted into the pot. So this is going to be the challenge, is not only cutting this, but we are also going to try and see what roots have developed off this aerial root and keep those. So come along, let's see how this goes. Now, the reason why this is going to be hilarious, because if you've seen me, when I cut plaids, I demolish them. There is no, there's nothing delicate about it. You're gone. Like, all right, buddy, I'm gonna have to get some before and after pictures because, oh my God, but just look at that beautiful leaf, okay? Let's just take a second to look at that beautiful leaf. This Albo has a place in my heart. It puts out, like, this one is stunning. Isn't that? It's just a perfect heart. Whoops. It's just so beautiful. It has the splits coming through. It's got beautiful color. It has different layers of chlorophyll in it. It's just gorgeous. So let's see how this goes. And here we go. So if you've noticed in some of my previous videos, I have talked about potting mix before. I prefer Pro Mix. I use this pretty much for everything. I like the premium potting mix as I find it has less insects, or like no insects actually, in any of the ones I've ever had. It says ideal for potting and repotting plants in containers, indoors and outdoors. So this is the premium Pro Mix with Mycoactive. It says plus 20% bigger plants and feeds for 9 months. I'm going to be mixing that today along with the premium orchid mix, which is a very chunky material. It's really good for aeroids who like to have the extra like air and drainage in their soil. I'll show you here. This stuff is very, very chunky. Now that I'm all dirty, let's get started. I'm not sure exactly where to tackle this first, but I think what I'm going to do is start with this root and see what kind of roots this aerial root has produced, if any. If it has produced roots, I'm going to repot that part into this. This is thicker plastic so that it's a lot more sturdy. So, because this is going to need some kind of support once we chop the top off. I had a stake in here from before. Well, here, let's move these bags of soil so you can see a bit better. There we go. That's much better. So I had this stake in here from before, from when I first got it, but that was forever ago. It does not need that anymore. I actually didn't realize that was still in there. And so let's take this apart and see what we have in underneath. All right. Let me try and get in there. Normally, I wouldn't be pulling this out to repot this early on. I would leave this in here for at least another year or so, but I'm trading. So let's see what we have. Oh yeah, this aerial root, as you can see, goes all the way down here. I did give this a water several days ago. I did not want this to be moist, but I did not want it to be too dry because I want the roots to still be somewhat pliable. Let's just try and get the soil off. So as you can see, there's that chunkiness of the orchid bark in here. Okay, so that's where the aerial root ends. There is some sphagnum in the bottom here, as you can see. That is the original growing medium in which I had purchased my plant, and I planted it up with the sphagnum. I'm trying to get my fingers in and kind of feel where these roots are. Okay, so this guy's going in the middle. Just trying to gently pull that out. There we go. I'm surprised I actually got that out with really no damage. I didn't rip off any of those roots. Look at that. All right. So in here you see that's the aerial root, quite large. And underneath on this side, right here, there's a little node. So you don't want to cut too close to any of this. So I'm actually going to be going about halfway down in between the aerial root node and the next leaf coming up. And there is some pretty decent variegation coming out in the middle there. So let me just, I don't want to drop this. All right, that can go back over there. Give it a little chopperoo. And this is what we have left. These two beautiful leaves. And a little bit of a root system, which is actually really good to have when you get an albo. I know a lot of people are getting wet sticks these days, or they are getting like unrooted cuttings. This is, I would say, like semi-rooted. The roots aren't amazing, but it's definitely going to help this plant survive. Isn't it pretty? So first things first, I am going to just put that off to the side and get this baby back in here. Oh, that's really spongy. It's really spongy, I love it. Tomorrow is actually all my plants' regular watering day as well. Though this one isn't super dry, it's not moist by any means, but it's not actually dry. So I'm not going to give this one too much water. In order to avoid overwatering, I have a general rule. I water most of my plants on the weekend. So either Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. Though I do have a large collection of ferns as well. So the ferns, like my little crispy wee fern right there, my ferns I actually generally water every other day. Because they need I keep my house quite warm. I'll actually just fast forward through the rest of this because this is gonna take a little bit. Eat that baby plant. Yeah. I know I'm a horrible plant mom. It's okay. Just kidding. My plants are spoiled. All right, so now what I'm going to do is there is actually some leca in the bottom, just because I can't get that out. That's from I got this pot from someone else and it was full of leca, and those ones won't come out. So that's going to stay in there, that's fine. I'm going to just do like a mixture of some of the orchid bark as well as some of the premium potting mix with the mycoactive. And then I'm going to root this guy a bit. I've actually been in contact with the person, like obviously that I'm trading with, and discussing like what they want done with this. So this is going to be kind of like half rooted. And he's awesome. All right. So I'm going to kind of just leave that like this for now. This isn't really submerged. I have this just kind of sitting on top so that Dan can do whatever he wants. If he wants this to be completely covered, you can put more stuff on top, but really you want to let the stalk kind of callus over and dry over a bit. So I'm actually not going to water this right now. I'm just going to have this sitting here so that it has time to callus over and has a little bit of support. I threw a stick in there as well, the one that came out from when I received this previously. It's not really holding it up because as I said, this doesn't really have a stem to support it at the moment, but at least the roots are covered. It has been separated. This can callus over, and now he can take his beautiful baby home tomorrow. And then this is what we have left. Thanks so much everyone for joining me on another episode of That's Where She Grows. I hope that you really enjoyed today's episode of demolishing the Albo Monstera variegata. I had a lot of fun. I love sharing plants with other people, especially when you're getting other plants in trade. I really enjoy it, and it's just building the plant community, especially with these plants that are harder to come by because they are expensive, and people are like selling wet sticks for like $250 and things like that, and they're not guaranteed to grow. So this way is a lot better so that other people can get their dream plants. Congratulations, Dan. I'm so happy for you and getting your first albo. I'm so glad, and I feel so blessed that I was able to help you on that journey. So everyone, thank you so much again for staying tuned and joining me today. I hope you all have a great week.